Hi guys and welcome to another episode of Moving On Up on Football Manager 2017. Last episode we obviously beat Pau FC in our first game in charge of Montpellier in the Coupe de France. Since then things haven't gone as well as we would have hoped. First game was against Nîmes Olympique and we drew that one 2-2. We went behind thanks to Larry Azuni, but Juan Carlos penalty and Nemanja Mihailovic getting the goals to put us in front, but Larry Azuni came back with 90 minutes to go and equalised. Then we played against Bastia and lost 1-0 thanks to a Thierry Bafuma goal. The 2-2 came back again and we drew against Caen. Paganini and Kamara putting Caen 2-0 up, so we did well to come back to bring that to 2-2 thanks to Gerard Iglesias and Juan Carlos. And then the final game we've just played was against Auxerre, who were below us to start with. I think they may still be below us, but they've obviously closed the gap with a 2-0 victory. Matai Vidra starting things off very badly for us in the 4th minute, and then Akos Elek getting a second for them. In today's episode, we're going to be doing the Coupe de France 10th round matchup against Calais, which we should win comfortably, and then a very difficult league match against top of the table Paris Saint-Germain, which we would be expected to lose very uncomfortably. Now, as it is February, that means the January transfer window is over, but we did do some dealings of sorts. So the first outgoing, we'll start with the outgoings, is a youngster on loan to Stade Lavallois, Yanis Bidegore. He looks like he could be a very good player, a centre-back mainly, but he can play at right-back or defensive midfield. I just thought that he needed a bit more first-team action and he wasn't really going to get that here. The second outgoing is a key player, Nemanja Mihailovic. He came to me and asked to leave basically if Wolfsburg made an offer for him, and they did. They offered 7.5 million. I accepted. It could rise up to 8.5 million. You can see he's valued at 9.25 million, which doesn't really make it sound great. However, we only signed him for 850k. So if the fees come through and it's finally 8.5 million, then we've made like a £7.5 million profit. So I'm not too bothered about that, and we've brought in a replacement, or at least a temporary replacement in the meantime. Final outgoing is temporary but could move to a permanent. It's Riyad Boudebouz. He wanted to leave. I had no qualms about it, so he's gone to Red Bull Salzburg for the rest of the season. They're paying us a £100,000 monthly fee, plus they have an optional future fee of 1.77 million, so it'll take it up to about just over £2 million that they'll be paying us altogether, which I'm not too bothered about. He's not wanting to play for us, so why should I want to keep him? Then we come on to the incomings, and obviously the first of the window was Juan Carlos from Nice for 500k, but since then we have signed Martin Samuelson. He is the replacement for Mihailovic on the left wing. He has been injured. It was a bit of a risk signing him, I guess, because he was injured when I signed him, but he's coming back to fitness now. Should be out for just a day more. He's recovering from a twisted ankle, but I think he's a decent player. He's got a current ability rating of 2.5 stars, potential of 4 stars. Obviously, we'll never see that potential because he won't be with us for long enough, but I think he's got some skills, so hopefully he can help us avoid relegation and get a mid-table finish this season. And the final incoming is Zivorad Misic, a Serbian striker, 19 years old. The reason for this, we need goals in the squad. We've not got many, and this guy was a top scorer in Serbia. Now, Serbia seems to be my go-to place for strikers when I'm in desperate need of goals. Done it with Djurdjevic, did it with Ricardo Barros, and now I'm doing it with Zivorad Misic. So hopefully he can deliver like Djurdjevic did when he first came to me with Nice. So obviously, for FK Vozdavac in the Serbian Superliga, he got 12 goals in 20 games. He didn't have that good of an average rating, but he still got the goals, which is all that really matters. So if he can do at least that for me, I'll be happy, because we've got no one that can score lots of goals in the squad at the moment. So this is the lineup and tactics that we're going with for this Coupe de France game against Calais. So we're starting with Jeffrey Jourdan in goal. Loic Nigo is at right back. In central defence is Rafael Diarra and Nicolas Moisander. William Mateus at left back. Jesse Pye and Jonathan Chauvet are our centre midfielders today. Morgan Sanson is at attacking right midfield. Gerard Iglesias at attacking centre. And Andre Claro at attacking left. and the new signing Zdivarad Misic makes his first start up front as a target man. Mentality is standard, a flexible team shape, and team instruction is be more expressive. Let's hope it can do that. I expect a big win. They did beat Amiens in the last round of the competition, but I think they're a Ligue 2 side, so we are the toughest side that they've come up against so far this season. Let's show them what we can do. So we get the game underway, kicking from left to right in our blue and orange kit, it would appear, and they are in their yellow kit. Let's hope for an excellent victory today. If we get beat, I'm going to be very sad, and I might never manage in France again, to be honest. Free kick for Calais. First highlight of the game. It's headed away by Pai, but Roy's going to get it. Roy advancing forward, plays up to Gaillard. Gaillard forward to Forey. Forey shoots. It's 1-0 to Calais. Oh my god, what's going on? Anthony Forey with his 6th goal of the season. Apparently we're his former club as well. He's scored against us. And Calais are 1-0 up. Okay, Jodren with the free kick. Long ball forward, looking for Misic, but it headed away by Gaillard. Now Pai nods that back forward to Sanson, who plays it back to Pai. Now Iglesias. To Chauvet. Chauvet finds Iglesias again, out to Andre Claro, who's a bit too central for my liking. I'd quite like him to be more wide, but he plays that to Iglesias. Iglesias advancing forward, he shoots. It's just wide. Narrowly missing the target. Gerard Iglesias. We are still 1-0 down against the lower league side. So it's half time and we're still losing 1-0. I have changed some team instructions, which I'll show you in a second. I'll just assertively tell them to show a bit of desire. Seems to get a few of them fired up, but the instructions have changed, so we're no longer being more expressive. We are pumping the ball into the box and more direct passing. I've chosen those because obviously Misic is a target man, so I'm hoping that that means that they're going to pump the ball forward to him more. So Calais get the second half underway, and hopefully we can put out a better performance. I'm not expecting pretty football. I'm expecting the ball to be launched up the field towards Misic, and hopefully he can finish chances off. Corner for us. Sanson whips it in. Chauvet's in there. It's headed away, but it falls to Andre Claro. Deflected just wide of the post. That was so close to going in. We've got another corner though. Sanson to take it again, and that's not going to beat the first man. It's headed away by Roy, and Moel comes away with it for Calais. Another corner. Chauvet to take it this time. Crosses in. Moisander there. Back post to Diarra. It's off the line by Boucher and cleared. Calais are somehow not level. That's not what I meant to say. So we're making a formational change and a change of the playing staff. So Juan Carlos comes on for Gerard Iglesias, the attacking centre midfield. Claro and Sanson have been brought back to more winger type midfield players, and we're just launching the ball forward, to be honest. We're going to move on to attacking as well. We'll stick the wingers on attack. Stick the centre midfielders on support. And advanced playmaker on attack. Let's see what happens. We've got 10 minutes to change things. If we don't, we're out of the cup. And heading into the difficult PSG game, not looking very good at all. Okay, free kick. Chauvet takes it. It's headed away, cleared away even by Juan Duca. It's going to come to Nigo. Obviously, we are very attacking, so most of our players are still forward. He doesn't want to give this away to a Calais player, but that's exactly what he does. Fortunately, Moisander sweeps that up there. Now it's Sanson. Nice pass from him to Chauvet. Chauvet out wide to Andre Claro, who's in a lot of space. He crosses it in. Misic is there. Misic, can he be the hero? He can't. He passes it to Sanson. Sanson shoots and it's just wide. Side netting for Morgan Sanson. That was more promising. A lot more promising, that attack there, but I think it's come too late. 5 minutes left and we are heading out of the Coupe de France as it stands. Well into stoppage time. Ball is in our half. It's not looking good. Pai wins the ball back though. Misic with the ball. The target man looking for someone to pass to, or maybe just running into the space, it appears. But he gets tackled by Bono, not the U2 member. It's a French version of Bono. I mean, he might still wear the glasses and everything. Ball forward towards Misic. He heads that on to Pai. And we have 1 second left. Sanson needs to shoot. He doesn't. And that's full time. Calais have upset the apple cart and defeated Montpellier today. Not happy with that. Not good enough. More promising signs when I switched things up to a 4-4-1-1 though, so maybe something to think about for future games. But we're out the cup. Our opponents at the weekend are in the next game even, Paris Saint-Germain beat Marseille 3-0. So they're in good form. Not looking forward to the league game. So here we are for the game against Paris Saint-Germain, and we've had to make a few changes. There's obviously been a formational change, but I have made a grave error. So when I signed Sisic, I didn't register him. So he can't now be registered until the 1st of July, which means he's not going to be able to play for us again this season, because I think we're out of both the cups and he can't play in the league. So that's quite unfortunate, as I did bring him in to score the goals to ensure that we reached our expectations for the season. But I'm going to try Awoniyi up front instead of him with the same tactic that I was planning on using. So the tactic is a 4-4-1-1. It's pretty much the one that we used in the last game in the second half with I think 10 minutes to go. We have Esteban coming in goal, replacing Jeffrey Jourdain. Nego still at right back, Diarra still at centre back, but Maxime Soulas comes in at central defence for Niklas Moisander. Tabernou comes in at left back for William Matthias, who's suspended for this game. Samuelson makes his first start for us from right midfield, replacing Morgan Sanson, who seemed to do pretty well last game, but rotation and all that. Zungu comes in centre midfield for Pai. Chauvet and Claro remain. Iglesias remains at attacking centre midfield, and as I've already said, Awoniyi is in for Sisic in the target man role up front. So we're starting with a standard mentality. We are, of course, playing Paris Saint-Germain, so we're expecting to get handily defeated. We're doing instructions of more direct passing and pump ball into the box, so nothing pretty, just launching it forward to Awoniyi, hoping he can get on the end of it. So just looking at PSG's team, and there's a lot of players there that I recognise. Szczesny in goal, former Arsenal goalkeeper. Serge Aurier at right back. Diego Llorente and Marquinhos in central defence. Gaia at left back. Renato Sanchez and Krychowiak in defensive midfield. Coutinho, Lo Celso and Di Maria in attacking midfield, and Morata up front. The only player that I don't recognise in the starting 11 is Lo Celso. And then on the bench they've got Trapp, Thiago Silva, Everton, Lucas Moura, Gabbiadini. I mean, it's a pretty good, pretty decent side to say the least. So we get underway for this first half. Paris Saint-Germain playing in our red kit. We are in our blue and orange kit. And Renato Sanchez looking to get things going early on, but thankfully the highlight ended. Goal kick, Esteban towards the target man Awoniyi, but Krychowiak gets there first. Diarra heads that away towards Iglesias, but Renato Sanchez intercepts. Now it's Coutinho on the left, takes it past our right back. Coutinho cutting inside now, takes a shot, and that's well wide. Esteban with another goal kick. This led to a PSG chance last time. Iglesias loses out to Krychowiak there, and then Morata has it on the floor. Now Renato Sanchez moving forward with the ball, plays it to Lo Celso. Lo Celso through to Morata. This could be a good chance for PSG, but it's a good save from Esteban. Shot straight at the goalkeeper, but he had to get rid of it. Corner kick now for Paris Saint-Germain. Di Maria crosses it in towards Marquinhos, but Iglesias gets up to win the ball. Now Lo Celso, back to Di Maria, crosses it in, back post, Coutinho's there, and it's 1-0 to PSG. I'm not too disappointed, expected this, but I'm pretty impressed that we've managed to hold on for half an hour, to be honest. So here is that goal, Lo Celso to Di Maria, first time cross from him, back post, Coutinho for the tap in. Goalkeeper's positioning not very good there, didn't have much speed running across the goal to try and cover that, but like I said, look at the shots, 15 for Paris Saint-Germain, 1 for us, and this could be a second in quick succession. Ball in, it falls to Aurier, but Esteban gets that well. Corner kick now, Coutinho crosses it in, Samuelson heads that away, but it's going to come back to Coutinho, who will have a chance to cross it once again, or cut inside if that's what he wants to do. He loses out to Samuelson, and Iglesias can start a counter-attack for us. I mean, Paris Saint-Germain have got lots of men back, and it doesn't look dangerous at all, and Sanchez mops that up easily. Lo Celso now gives it to Morata. Morata with options on the right and left, but he instead goes straight down the middle, nearly loses out, but plays the ball to Lo Celso before he gets tackled. Now to Renato Sanchez, to Coutinho. Coutinho tries to take it around the defender, but gets tackled, but wins the ball back again. Now Gaia's got it on the left, chance to cross it, and Morata is there. He continues his record of scoring against me. That's 4 goals in 4 games against me now. And it's 2-0 just before half time. There's Sanchez, who played a beautiful pass to Gaia, who then crossed the ball in front post for Morata to slot home. There's a chance that this could be getting into the territory of a thrashing very, very soon. Half time can't come quick enough. And it is half time now. And we will say that I am quite happy with the performance. I'll say I'm not happy. See if that... Oh no, bad move. Bad move, try and save it. Yeah, I didn't really save it. I need to think about what I'm saying before I say it to them. They've got a few underperforming players. Jonathan Chauvet having a particularly poor game. So we will take him off and we will bring on... who should we bring on? Bring on Morgan Sanson. Gonna bring on Angelo Fulgini for Loic Nigo as well. At right back, Nigo having a few errors and not really coping well with Coutinho. Hopefully Fulgini can do a bit better. So we get the second half underway, hoping for a better second half than we had first half. That ball isn't going to do anything though, as Marquinhos clears that away to Coutinho. Hopefully this isn't going to be a highlight, and it wasn't. Throw in from Tabanu to Andre Claro. Can this be a chance for us? We've not had one yet this game. Nice ball from him to Zungu in the centre of the field. Bit of space, but he's getting closed down very quickly. Now it's Iglesias, who's not had the best of games and continues that run by getting tackled by Krychowiak. Now it's Morata, who's got one already today. Plays that to Lo Celso. Lo Celso getting closed down, but plays it off left to Coutinho. Now how can Fulgini cope with him? He can't, because he's running through the centre and he shoots, and that's just wide from Coutinho. He's trying that shot a hell of a lot this game, but so far it's not worked out for him. Now we need to take Samuelson off after 60 minutes as his fitness test told me to do, so we just have to keep an eye on the time. But Lo Celso has the ball now for Paris Saint-Germain. Now it's Gaia, the left back. Back to Marquinhos. They're just building this slowly, teasing us almost. They know that they're better than us. They're just passing the ball around for fun. Now it's Di Maria to Morata. Through ball to Di Maria. Di Maria with a chance to cross it. He does. Diarra clears it, but Di Maria's got it again. Now it's Coutinho! And it's 3. I thought the chance had gone when we managed to clear that ball from Di Maria, but Di Maria got it back, played it across to Coutinho, and makes it 3-0 to Paris Saint-Germain. There's the through ball from Morata to Di Maria. Crossed in, cleared by Diarra, back to Di Maria, and then Coutinho with a pretty decent finish. Now, I would take 3-0 at full time. I'm pretty sure it's not going to end this way, especially given Paris Saint-Germain have had 29 shots. I've switched it to counter-attacking. I don't know how well that's going to work, whether that's just going to encourage them to attack us even more. Iglesias is looking knackered out there. I don't think we have anyone on the bench that can come and take his place. We do have a couple of players that can come off there, but Samuelson needs to come off. We're going to have to risk Samuelson for the rest of the game. He looks like he's coping okay, so fingers crossed. So Zungu's moving up to attacking centre midfield, and then Jesse Pye could come on at centre mid to replace the knackered looking Gerard Iglesias. And with just about 13 minutes left, it's looking like we've steadied the ship. It's still 3-0 to Paris Saint-Germain, but we've kept it at 3-0 for quite a while now, and we're into stoppage time, and it's a goal kick from Esteban. This has caused a few chances for Paris Saint-Germain earlier in the game. Could it cause another one now? Silva with the ball, plays that to Coutinho, who's been outstanding today, 2 goals. Coutinho through to Lo Celso, but Sanson intercepts nicely and plays that back to Esteban. I think it's a case of shut up shop and just don't let any more goals in now for us. Don't even look to attack, really. Ball forward, Awaniyi, flicked onto Zungu. There's a nice header from Awaniyi. Out wide to Samuelson. Can the debutant do something here? He's not got many options in the box. not got any options in the box really. It's tackled by Gaia instead, and now Coutinho with it plays that back to Renato Sanchez, and Paris Saint-Germain just passing it around nice and comfortably, barely getting closed down apart from by Awoniyi there. Now it's Gaia. We seem to be playing quite high up the field. There's a lot of space in between the defenders and the midfielders at the moment, especially on the left side of the pitch. But that doesn't matter because it's full time, and Paris Saint-Germain have beaten us 3-0. Start of the game I would have taken that, but I guess I'm going to have to say the performance was disappointing because we lost. Far from pleased with the result. There you go. Make them look fired up. Now, as far as the league table goes, we are the first teams to have played this weekend, so we could actually drop down to 17th below Auxerre if results go against us. Now, looking ahead to next episode, we are going to obviously do the Nice game. So we will do the Nice and the Angers game in the next episode, going back to our former club. Still pretty good at about Zivorad Misic. I don't know how to say his name. If anyone knows how to say his name, please let me know. I'm gutted about the fact that I didn't register him. What a rookie mistake. But next episode, we will be doing the Nice and Angers games. So that is it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. Feel free to leave a comment below. Subscribe to my channel to get all my content when it comes out. And I'll see you next time.